opposite of me, like sun and rain, and drama on the TV. It's full of pain, but we're the good part, the happy ending, unexpected plot twist where you always save me. We're the good part, we never fake it, even if it hurts, we always say it.
Hello and welcome to The Sketching Ground. Thank you so much for dropping by. This is the live stream. Perhaps you are watching it later. Thank you anyway if you're here in the live or if you're watching later. Today we are drawing Rachel Weisz and I'm very happy that I finally have a reason to draw her. She played in a superhero movie, so that's reason enough for us. I really love her, so I am so happy that I can draw her today. And you see here is my pre-drawing. I always have a little bit of a pre-drawing so we can start with a little bit more fun things than just outlines. So yeah, let's get started. Hello Kira, welcome. And yes, movie night resulted in a video. This is directly after we have seen Black Widow. Which is, I did not hate the movie, it got a lot of hate, but I think not necessarily earned. It's not the best, but it's certainly in the same category as the first Thor movie, which was also not really that great. Dinka Chica Art and Craft Studio, hey, welcome to the stream, thank you so much for dropping by. How are you today? I am thinking that I have forgotten something, but I'm not too sure what. Let me quickly check that my hard disk has enough space. Yes, it has. We can start recording the drawing process. I'm always recording it also separately, so I have a clean version without my face for the time-lapse, because it looks very strange when you have this time-lapse face just pretty quickly talking up in that corner, and I always have to put something over it, and it looks strange if half the image is covered under my logo, you know, so we are doing that separately. But we start. So this is actually a picture I have in a very good quality, so I will try to get in also a bit more detail on this gray, which I normally do not fill with too much detail. This is the new gray paper. I have this older one I don't have any left, so that's why I got new. But this paper is somehow a little bit finer, I guess. That's why I can add a little bit more detail. So we will see. I will actually try to not draw extremely fast today, so that I can concentrate a little bit more on the detail. As I already told you, I always if you're new to this channel, I always pre-draw, so we can jump right in with a little bit more interesting and exciting stuff, like the eyes, for example, which I always draw first, because they are one of the more exciting things in a face. Now with trying to get more detail in, I'm wondering why I did not draw it bigger. But we will see. We'll see how much detail we get in here. We have a lot of makeup around the eye. We have a whole lot of detail in this one available. Very good resolution picture. So we can try to get a lot of detail in there. No real excuse if I don't manage to. So
I'd be stuck in my head, think I need to escape. Feels like I'm waiting, do you feel the same? My mom used to say that no matter how things, at the end of the day, you only wanna feel safe. But I'd rather walk into space.
and as I am trying to put in a little bit more details than I normally do, it can be that I'm a bit more quiet today than I normally am during the stream. But if you have any questions at any point in time, always feel free to let it all out. So we have even a lot of detail in the eye. So I actually want to draw a couple of dark areas in there, which we definitely have, the really dark ones. So like the pupil. Is it also called the pupil? Because that also means the school child, alright? I hope it's the right word. If not, let me know. And then we have that. I am ignoring, you probably notice I'm ignoring the light reflection in the eye, because we will put that on with gel pen. Because that's not only easy, it also has the most striking effect. My opinion. Can have different opinions. So this is a very dark pencil that I really love, the Blackstone. It has a very matte quality also, it's really not reflective, it's not silvery like a lot of pencils. I'll actually try to put in a little bit more shading around the eye though, before we put in the reflection for the light. not 100% sure. I will really have to sharpen this pencil for the eyelashes. So we have very clear makeup that is drawing this line around the eyes. Very dark actually, very dark. And then we have really also this kind of, I called it an eye shelf once. I still do not have an official name for it, so if you have a better one, let me know. But this area down here, that is really the top of the lower eyelid. It is like a shelf underneath the eye, and I have seldomly seen it as clearly as here. It is always there, and you always should be aware of that, because the eyelashes do not start directly at the eye, but underneath this shelf. So you need them to start there to make it look more realistic. Should probably first shade in a little bit of the makeup before I add the eyelashes. Because the eyelashes should be clear and not diluted by drawing over them again. They're not even intensely dark enough.
Mistake. I just hope that we're still okay. You always pick me up and let me down. We're spinning around, losing our minds.
The thing with the Blackstone, I love that pencil very much, but the thing is that it is much more coarse. So you see how coarse it looks here, like chalk or something. Quite intense, and it does not fit always. Here, for example, it is a bit much. So see, I redrew the arrow. Isn't that great? And even with more pressure, difficult to erase. So this character, I have to admit, I do not care too much about the character. I just love Rachel Weisz. So we are talking about, I do not even remember the first name. It's in the video. Melina Vostokoff is the name. Her code name is Maiden. I did not know that she was supposed to be Iron Maiden, honestly, when I saw the movie. Because Iron Maiden is a villain, and a completely different villain than what they portrayed her in the movie. So she is in the Red Room, active, more or less beside Black Widow, and she's always in the shadow of Black Widow, so she really grows to hate her. So she really goes after her then when she leaves and when the Red Room is sending people to punish her and stop her. So she is one of those people that they sent. And she's not the spy mom she is for the young. Black Widow. By the way, I have a new feature, and why not activate that directly? So the dogs are a little bit how do you say, sabotaging me, because they manage to lie pretty much in a way that you can't see a lot of them, but still you can see them. So why not activate the dog cam? So we see how it works with my white in here. It shouldn't be too strong, so it's okay that it goes a little bit muted. Let's add the reflection in the eye, because that could give this already quite a different dynamic. And as you perhaps also have noticed, I have different music. I am on this site, I'm using this site Epidemic Sound for my video music. So I'm sure that I'm allowed to use it, and I'm allowed more or less limited access. I can use as much music from them as I want, so why not make a playlist for the stream with a little bit more interesting music. I think it looks pretty okay. I think the eye has a bit more detail already. But we are already 17 minutes in. Normally I probably have more done by that point, but this was calculated, so we'll also put in these small reflections in here with the gel pen. Because they should be very intense. It's wet there in the eye, and there is a pretty intense reflection. We will make it a bit smaller again, but it should be quite intense. So I think it does its job.
Dancing closely together and staying forever young. What about you and I then? Can we two find a way to align with each other? Let's move closer to a new history. Find out what we can be together.
So
Take my hand and we will
I
conquer the
think
world. This is our final chance.
this is already pretty fun. Now you can only see the audio. You're so nice, Felicia, showing us her head. She's more cooperative than my boy. I think this line is too long. I think we should put a little white in the white of the eyes. This is the regular white colored pencil that just gives us more control of what we do than the pastel white I'm using for the more intense areas. Hello Alexa, no, Artab is not here, at least not yet. But welcome to the stream, thank you very much for coming. How are you today? Pretty happy with that eye, I think. So I should probably change over to the other one. Right now it could as well become, what's her name? Say it. Tomb Raider. I'm sometimes so bad with names. Angelina Jolie. Yeah, that could also become Angelina Jolie. Even with the hair, it's the same hair as Lara Croft has, more or less. But let's try to give the right eye more definition. Before I completely erase it, my pre-drawing. Don't you worry. I have actually not streamed on Wednesday, so I could not stream then. So you did not miss a stream there, actually. And thank you so much for coming today. So, school is starting again, so you had summer vacation. Did you do anything exciting? Travel is difficult right now, right? I think that is about the shape that we want to achieve. Let me measure, because with all the shading around the left eye, just looking at it does not really help. So I would expect, because she's really looking very straight into the camera, that it is the same size, but there can always be a little size differences, also because of lighting, but they are the same size. So also here, so perfect. We have not seen Anna in chat. You are not wrong, she's here a lot, but it seems to be a kind of a quiet day today. It is Friday. It's Friday, right? Yeah, it's Friday. Perhaps not the best streaming day. I don't know. So hey Kira, of course the stream started 25 minutes ago. Welcome and thank you so much for dropping by. Do you see my new feature? The dog cam. They are pretty... The two are a little bit sabotaging me. They try to show as little as possible of themselves. Yeah, Niagara Art Academy, welcome to the stream and thank you very much. How are you today? Thank you so much for coming. Kira is Kira. Really? Oh, there is a big delay in the dog cam. I'm just noticing that. That's not an issue, but greyhounds are like dragons. They build their nests and then they sit down on top of the mountain. It's more like space between the dogs cam. Yes, unfortunately, they are a little bit of sabotaging dogs. I'm happy that they are lying there at all, because when I installed the cam, when I put it there, they ran away. And my big boy, he actually was sniffing a lot on the camera before he considered laying down, and I think he very calculated he did not lie down beneath it. I'm not sure if they are afraid that it falls on top of them. I don't know. Perhaps I will hang it higher and then zoom in on wherever they decide to lay down. It's a bit difficult to calculate where they will lie down. Kira from Discord. Yes, she is Kira from Discord. So we're doing the same here. I go in with the dark and then I add more detail in the eye shading because we have more detail than in a lot of other pictures in this reference picture. So I try to put in a little bit more than I usually do. We will see how that turns out. Your teacher told you to change your name. Why? And in what context? Are you using YouTube at school? I'd really like to hear that story, why your teacher tells you to change your YouTube account name. She said we have to change it because it makes the school reputation bad. Ah, nobody knows to which school you're going. I don't know to which school you're going. Very strange. But you're right to not to do it, to not get in trouble, so don't worry about it. But we can all agree, I think, that is a strange position your teacher is taking there. Ah, then your message. It could be that the auto moderator thought that something was wrong with whatever you have written here. As I can't read it, I don't know, but there could be something in there with that. Some auto moderation feature. Did not appreciate it. Because auto mod things are pretty bad sometimes. Actually, I have no idea if I have, if my Streamlabs bot is actually active at all. I will have to check that. It's a very strange stance your teacher has there, but it's good that you don't get into trouble. So it's not worth fighting with the teacher about the name, I guess.
All my thoughts are running round inside my head. Emotions keep coming, they're keeping me from thinking straight. Thought it would be different when I got my things in place.
So, add some more eyelashes.
I wanted me to be somebody else, another me that doesn't need your help. But if I'm honest, I don't think we got it. I tried to change the things you never.
Here we have again a lot of makeup, dark makeup.
Even though I changed, really made an effort, promised I would change, but something stayed the same. Wanted to do better, wanted to be great, but something stayed the same. Something stayed the same. Something stayed the same. Start a life in the country, I could say yes to that. Whatever way you want me, I'll learn it all and I'll adapt. Even if I changed up,
One time we have to subscribe to our school channel. We have to post a pic of our school ones, and also that is so strange. That is really strange, and yes, I don't think that something like that would be quite a scandal in Germany. If something like that would happen. That is really strange.
Something stayed the same. Wanted to do better, wanted to be great, but something stayed the same. Something stayed the same.
So we have some. Oh, let me add the white there first. And where is my white? Come on. We only see dog butts right now, so let me deactivate the dog cam. If you want to see dog butts, let me know and I would put it on again.
Really made an effort, promised I would change, but some things stayed the same. Wanted to do better, wanted to be great, but some things stayed the same.
So three things wrong you can get expelled, and things like your name in YouTube counts for that. That is terrible. That kind of pressure is really not okay in my book. But well. But don't let me rant too much about that. I don't want you to get forbidden to come to my channel. So. White of the eyes. A little bit there, but that is actually quite dark. It's not too much. That's the definition of the pupil, and let's add the reflection. So, we have two eyes. So let's try to have also two eyebrows. Great below 70. No, not really out. Very strange. Very different, let me say. Very different than around here. So Eyebrows are also always very important to get a likeness correct of somebody.
Because I'm way too passive aggressive for you, babe. I know that I can be too base, but I won't feel like you do, babe. You know I'm sorry, I shouldn't talk about mistakes.
And don't forget that they are hairs, so there should be kind of a hair structure in there. I do not really draw them like I draw hair, though. Well, probably I would draw very short hair, pretty much like this, but... Cookies! Yay! Post them on the Discord. I want to see the cookies. I'm not sure what those numbers mean though, so it's also very different. You know, we have grades from 1 to 6. So it's a completely different number system. Let me try to adjust the camera. Hello Artab, welcome to the stream. Thank you so much for joining. How are you? Long time no see, and it is my fault, I know. I'm very sorry for that. How are you? Gurian Studio, welcome. Hi, how are you? So nice to see you. Thank you so much for dropping by. How are you today? And have you seen my new feature, the dog cam? They don't move that much, but you can see them. So, we are drawing Rachel Weisz today. I really like her as an actress, and I'm so happy that she finally played in a superhero movie, so I can draw her. I would have found... I almost drew her for Constantine already. I drew Constantine, so I could have drawn her. But I'm actually pretty happy that I waited, because this is a pretty cool picture, and I have a very good quality, so I can really try to milk this in terms of details as much as possible. So how are you? Anna, how are you? I have seen, I never get those notifications when you're live, but I've seen a notification that you went live, I think yesterday on Instagram. I was 50 minutes late and you were already off. So I tried. So we have the second set of eyebrows, and it is darker than the first, so we have to add more darkness in there. It's also less defined, probably because of that darkness. The right side of the face is much more in shadow, although we have this light line here, which I'm looking forward to draw. I think that might look quite dramatic and interesting. Isaac Super, thank you very much, Anna. It wasn't a live, it was my mom checking Instagram options. So I miss your mom. So your mom wants to become an Instagram star now. She wants to go live and What would she do? What would your mom do to become an Instagram star? Is she a good cook? I don't get those notifications. It's terrible. I don't know what's wrong with that, but some people are also telling me that they don't get notifications from my life, so I don't know what YouTube is doing there. So I think we can move on for now. The makeup looks a little bit unbalanced, but the left side is actually a lot lighter than the right side, so it might be correct. We will look at that a little bit later and try to identify if we've done anything wrong in that regard. It was only 1 minute long with the camera turned towards the fan. That sounds like I missed a real show. Your mother has a drawing channel on YouTube. Oh, you have to show me. Cookies are in the oven. Perfect. So I am done in about 1 hour and 50 minutes. So I hope you haven't eaten them until then, or all of them. Yes, I have moved the camera a little bit here, so you can see the dogs a little bit better. They are still not moving much though. Savory. I can very much live with that. As you know, I am not allowed to eat sugar, so it was more of a joke. Now that they are savory and not that much sugar is involved, I might actually really be able to eat them. I never appear on Instagram. I have actually just posted 2 days ago the first picture since I don't know how long. So I am definitely not big on Instagram. I'm really not a good Instagrammer. But I don't see any kind of conversion, you know, between Instagram and YouTube. So nobody on Instagram that finds me on Instagram is checking out my YouTube channel, it seems. So as my YouTube channel is what I would love to grow, I'm a bit hesitant about Instagram. I have to check the position of the nose there. The nose is very cool. There's very cool lighting on the nose, but that also can become very confusing. So that should be better actually. Who is he? Don't reply anyone on YouTube either. That's true. I had a really busy weeks. I have to get back into the game better. Sorry for moving the camera. I touched it with the cable with the brush I'm using for measuring right now. Ooh, 7,600 plays on Instagram in 1 hour. Did they get to your... did some of them move over to your YouTube channel? Did you notice more visitors because of that? Or was that only on Instagram? My grandma used to make us a pizza noodle thing, and that sounds pretty delicious. There is a pizza with noodles on it here that you can just buy from some company, and I actually like that very much, more than I enjoy noodles in general. Normally, yeah. Not a big noodle person, but on pizza I like it. It works somehow. Thank you very much, Kilo. Because it has what? You have a job? I have a job. Yes. I'm limited in what I can do still with my illness, but I have a job. This nose is not easy. She has a very particular nose in the best sense, but it's not an easy nose to replicate. Everyone's day. It was a good day. It was a day I had to relax a little bit, but I also managed to do some stuff. So I had a good day. I hope you too. Bit difficult right now here, and I fear it will not look very correct for a bit of time until we have done more general shading. Recital tomorrow, but you don't care because Moren's forcing me to stay. If it is important, you should go to bed though. Instrument. I am not playing an instrument, so I am a little bit self-taught. I've tried to learn the guitar. I'm not very good at that, but I have a guitar and I can play basic chords, but I would have to train a little bit again to get more fast again. There would be quite delays right now when I try to change the chords. so it would not be that nice. And when I was younger, I actually played the trumpet, but I would not be able to play that at all anymore. My parents were always very good in letting me try stuff. I cannot say that they did not get a bit impatient then at some point when I just tried and jumped on to the next thing. But they were right to get impatient with that, because I did that a lot. I tried a lot of things and was never really... I did not find the instrument that I really loved so much that I got really into it. So I don't even know if that exists for me. How about you? Do you play an instrument? Why are you keeping this day gray? I am... I would say better. It gets better, but there is a lot of stress also at the moment, so I don't really manage to do too much with the channel. I didn't even could stream last Wednesday, so it's a bit stressy at the moment. Stressful is the better word, probably. Third camera gave you an idea? Do you also need a third camera, or what do you mean? I have seen that, Narcissus. I've seen that, and I commented, and I love that portrait. Huge pets like you, I would try to put a channel with pets videos. I actually have a Instagram channel that is almost exclusively my dogs, but I stopped to post there, and I am thinking of merging that insofar that I fill my Instagram together with the not just pictures that I drew, but also dog stuff. Doing both. I don't think I need two different Instagrams for that. I might get more people to see my art that way. Hey Tough Arts, welcome to the channel and thank you so much for dropping by. How are you? Really appreciate you coming.
It's time that we put out the fire. With every breath I breathe you out.
So,
We just can't take it any higher.
but it's developing. I think the nose doesn't look as wrong anymore as she looked in between. And I think we should add a little bit of light to the nose, because we have a lot of light reflections on there. Thank you so much, Drop. That is a nice compliment. Thank you very much. I really appreciate that. So, it does not look like her yet, but that's, I think, to be expected without her most prominent features, like the cheekbones, for example. But we are about to jump to the mouth next. Yeah, he's actually sleeping. That is dreaming. That is my dreaming big boy. You had to mention them by color. I was thinking about code names, but I think we can give them their real names. The big one, the boy, is Jesse. Cookie Pig, yay, you can see what they look like. I want to see a Cookie Pig, give me a second. I want to show a Cookie Pig. So I have to stop the video. Let me open up a Discord. Let me go to the channel. And where is my Discord? There is Discord. And yeah, that never works. For some reason, it does not really manage to find the channel. So there they are. It's too big. Look at those. And you see, say they are savory. They are not sweet. So what is in there? Olives? It looks like olives. Have you guys seen these fun little... Those were for a kid's birthday party, and they are just fabulous, aren't they? They're so cool. The last I was on there, only 5 people. There's always... Well, there are a lot of people on there that are online, but they are not really talking too much there, so feel free to be more active, everybody. I have to speak, I know, I'm not that active myself. Your dried tomatoes, that's the best thing to put into your savory cookies. I love dried tomatoes. They are really tasty looking. I am not happy that I cannot try them. But what can you say? Okay. You can't do... Let's look at the sleeping dog again. And resume the drawing. To also join bake sales. So, you can do a YouTube video of baking cookies. Bake sales? I don't know. I don't think so. When you said you were too old for bake sales, I actually was thinking about the concept of a bake sale and if I've ever seen something like that around here, and no, I don't. I have no idea how you would do something like that over here. Yeah, festival, you would need to have a stand. You would have to I don't. The word is eluding me, but I remember the word eluding. Isn't that ironic? Don't you think? A little too ironic.
I've been alone for what seems like forever. Try to hold it together, but I'm losing my grip. I need someone who can make me feel better.
It still looks a little bit like Angelina Jolie, but I think it gets now a little bit of that Rachel Weisz character. So, okay, so cooking crayon channel. I had actually thought about that, but more like a contest show with somebody else. But I think drawing for now. I might get back at some time to my gaming greyhound channel, you know. But now I probably will stay with drawing. I have considered to sprinkle in a little bit of some recipes, but really the stuff I cook is very non-healthy normally, so it's really most like student food. I never really got out of student food. Watching ads. I'm sorry about the ads. If I made a YouTube channel, it would be a baking cooking channel. Exactly. And that could work very well. I should try making a food live stream. Would be possible. I could do something like that as a special stream for 10,000 subscribers or something. Cook my favorite unhealthy dishes live on the stream. It pains me to miss something with chocolate in it. Es endet, yay! Kenne ihn auch ein Freund von mir, ich habe ihn sofort wiedererkannt. Klasse. Yes, that is German. You want to know what that means, or do you know what that means? It means I know him, also a friend of mine. I immediately recognized him. Great. Where did you find that sentence? So we have quite the reflections on the lower lip also. So we will have to try to also get in the white. Be careful that it doesn't look too craggy. Because stuff like this can quickly look like Thanos' chin, you know, very craggly. Oh, look at my two little ones. Aren't they cute? Oh, my little girl. So cute. This is a good thing, the camera. I will make it bigger, so you get more of my small little beasts. I knew I would ask you. Arthur called you his friend. One person wrote that 2 days ago below your portrait. Oh. I don't know if it's accidental or not. Now I am in the YouTube video or the Instagram post. Don't worry, German is a really difficult language. So, not necessarily something you have to understand. You know, there are languages that are very similar to one's own and make it really easy to understand. For us, for example, that is Dutch, what they speak in the Netherlands. Even if you have, I have never learned anything about Dutch, but I understand almost every word they say because the words are just so close to German that it's really easy for us to understand. But German is very different than Hindi, for example. So, although we talked about that there are some roots, but still, it sounds quite different. So, I think we have a mouth, and I think it works quite okay with the rest of the face. I want to measure that the mouth is wide enough. Language I speak fluently is Mandarin, Japanese, and Arabic. That is pretty cool. YouTube video. I'm surprised how the person found my drawing. Oh. It might just be another YouTube artist. I would actually expect that to be the case. But you made me very interested in checking that out right now. So, let's check. I have a suspicion who it is. Nah, business art. I was expecting that. So, the person who I will actually, when I draw something that is underneath there, you know, I want to keep the picture like this here positioned for now because it is more centered for the time lapse that way. We can move it a little bit to the left, but I don't want to move it too much for the time lapse later. So that as long as it doesn't really cover anything, the dog cam. They are almost touching. I don't think they are touching actually. But they are almost touching. So let's try to move nose and mouth closer together by shading them, the in between. So no, don't you worry. You cannot and you're not supposed to think about my technical things and issues and requirements. So you're completely right that it should be a little bit more to the left. So we've moved it slightly. I hope it's better now. This is a little bit too sharp, that edge, so let's make it a little bit less prominent. So it's still actually not that slow as I would have expected it. I want it to be more slow, so I'm not sure if I'm fulfilling my goal right now, but I like how the picture looks, so might fail my I want to go slower so I get more detail goal. But I think still works pretty okay.
Put up with changes. Come pick me up cause I just wanna see the light. I wanna be weightless. Teach me to fly, I won't be coming down.
Yeah, I think this position is better.
Could somebody wake me up? I don't wanna be here and let the world pass me by. Yeah. I just see your face wherever I look.
These are the areas that are really important for her, so I am a little bit quiet right now, concentrating on these areas. So the cheek and cheekbone area really are very characteristic for Rachel Weisz. So, Anna was getting old. 160 years? That's old. Yes, I agree. Yeah, that's true. If Arta was 160, I must be 1900. Thank you very much, Alexa. I really appreciate that. Bad mood today. For 3 days I've drawing some for portrait art contest, and at the end today I found that my drawing is not similar. I'm sure you were too hard on your own picture. And I did not finish that. I just checked Anna, and the person that wrote in German underneath the video is Binor. She also has a channel, an art channel, also makes beautiful stuff, and she is from Germany, so yeah, not sure how she found you, probably because she is watching a lot of my videos. She just got the video with my name in it proposed with the algorithm, I would think. Starts to look a little bit like her. I hope we can continue that trend. So the big one is now somewhere else. He escaped my camera.
It's electric when you kiss me. Never felt this way before. We're magnetic, wanna stay here, closer than close. Up in the clouds, I can see the whole world now. Breathtaking.
We send my entry to. I am sure you're much too hard on yourself. So definitely send in your entry. This really now becomes quite the exciting part here for the portrait. So let's... Actually, I should not define this light with the pencil, but with this one. So this is the lightest part of the picture, really. So we go all in with the light, but it has to be faded towards the center. So we have here again a little bit, again, that is not as white, shiny. So it's not really similar. Ah, don't you worry. Some color pencils, that sounds great. I wish you all the luck in the world. So I think we have to switch the white pencil. Go in here a little bit with the not as intense white to be able to still define the outline more or less of the white. Yeah, something like that. Let's leave. No, I will adjust, but it looks like my playlist is already done. Start again. I need more songs in that playlist. So with the reference pic, it's already on your channel? so I have to check that out. Score 86. That sounds good. I told you I don't know exactly, but you said at least 70, so 86 sounds good. Yeah, the big one is gone, and my little girl is remodeling the place. She's pretty fine with being alone. She's not alone. I'm here. I think she has too much fun with building her nest now. But I think I'm happy with that side of the face. We should draw the other side and then fill in the rest of the shading. I think I like it. I think this one is coming along pretty nicely. Can I ask for your pronouns, because I don't want to misgender you. Don't worry about misgendering. I am a very boring he and him. Is that the standard one? So don't worry about that. So no, she's not gone. She is very strangely lying there right now, but she has down there. But I will move her a little bit there, so it's not a searching game.
Come pick me up 'cause I just wanna see the light. I wanna be weightless. Teach me to fly, I won't be coming down.
So
Could somebody wake me up? I don't wanna be here and let
on this side we have the darkness more prevalent, but we also
your face
have
wherever I look. She's standing in the crowd.
very light parts. Very interesting lighting, which I was very much looking forward to draw.
Cause I just wanna see the light.
So
I'm so sick of waiting
yes, exactly.
and getting too restless to be in this dusty town. I've heard of this place where people forget and you get another try. So come open up my door. I don't wanna be here and let the
How about you, Alexa? What are your pronouns?
I won't see your face wherever I look. I'm blinded by the light. So let go. I don't want to, but I'm gonna try. When she left me,
So I don't know if it's dark enough, but we will put in white now so we get a better idea.
I just wanna see the light. Yeah, I just wanna see the light.
So think.
Let's stick to the basics. We both know what we want. Let's just keep it simple.
Confused what's wrong with angles. Ah, don't worry. It gets all easier. Genshin Impact. I have not. Oh no, that's not right. I have. I installed it and I played for a couple of. Can I even say minutes? I don't know. It did not really attract me. So I know that it is a pretty good game. I'm really annoyed by this companion character's voice, so that is really grating on me. And I guess I have just too much other stuff to play right now still. It's a really great looking, beautiful game that I might look more at some point in the future. We'll have to put in a bit more white in here. Oh, what is happening? Temperature of my camera is too high. We will have to give it a minute. So I will not continue to draw. And I have to stop the recording. It is a gorgeous game, that's true, Alexa. It's a really beautiful game. So I think the camera is back already again. Give me a second. I have to enter my code. Always entering the wrong code right now. So there it is, and it should reconnect. And I hope it is cold enough to get us through the last part of the stream. Let's see. We will see. So, Paimon can be not Paimon is the name, yeah. You're true, with 160 you don't have. That's a good thing as when you get old, when you're over 100, don't you think? I'm over 1000, so. But we were trying to get this here more detailed. And a little bit more light on the cheeks.
You said she was just a friend, and I remember thinking the worst at first, but you made me think it was in my head. Yeah, you just said that I was crazy. I thought that I was crazy. I can't sleep alone, 'cause if I do, I'll think of you. The nights are so long, wondering if you miss me too. I'm losing myself in the city sounds for why.
And a little bit here, but we have to be less intense. And that is difficult because I wasn't very intense to start with on the left side, but I want a little bit of light reflection also here on the cheek, just to have it filled out a little bit more and give it more depth. Something like that. 2 in the morning, I want to sleep before the recital. Try to sleep, Alexa. Do you use ASMR? I sometimes, when I really cannot sleep, my last chance is always ASMR, to find something with, ideally with bubbles and foam and stuff like that. And that normally helps me to really empty my mind. So if you haven't tried that, it's definitely worth to check it out. It could be 300, 400, but definitely not above 1000. Yeah, I am probably not 10 times your age. That is probably true. I think we can be pretty sure of that. So, we have a chin. Let's just say we are pretty far along for me trying to be slower, to bring in more details. But as I said in the beginning, I selected pretty much a pretty small size for the face to even bring in that much more detail, at least the way I draw. And I think I actually have already a bit more detail in here than I sometimes have. In my pictures, so I'm not mad at it. I think you can recognize Rachel Weisz, and that makes me happy. My friend forgot the violin one time for recitals, and I only bought the that's so frustrating. Tried to play an instrument called throat 3 years ago and got horrible reaction from neighbors. Anna, I feel your pain. When I was practicing with my trumpet when I was little, I wasn't that little, but when I was younger, and I tried my trained with my trumpet, the neighbors asked my mother if we have gotten a cow. So that was one of the signs that showed me that I was not born to be a world-renowned trumpet player. The drum, but the neighbors, oh, that's sad. Drums are very cool. Spread out your hand once. I want to compare its size with the head. With this head here, so you see it is not that big. I don't have the biggest hands, but you can see here how big it is. And thank you very much. You won't embarrass yourself. I'm sure you won't, Alexa. And best of luck for your recital. But I forgot to say to my teacher that I needed piano for that performance. I just ended up looking, oh, that's sad. Yeah, have faith. Oh, that's right. Have faith in yourself. I am sure it will be really good. So we need to draw in some of the hairs just to see where the forehead ends. I'll actually start from the middle here. That's our forehead, I would say. When I look at the little picture, I see that this looks a bit too intense, this area here. I think that's better. The most embarrassing thing that happens when you're in school. Oh, I don't remember. Most embarrassing thing that happened when I was in school. I really don't remember. I have a story that, but it's not that. You know how some things that happen just follow you around and you think years later about it and you know nobody else does, but your brain wants to make you feel bad about that still. So I had one of those things when we had a school project and we filmed a little movie. We wrote it and filmed it, and it was some, I don't remember the plot, but it was something about mafia and crime and I don't know, very strange story. But I wasn't playing, I was actually the cameraman, and I had this camera in my hand, and one scene I forgot to film, so I forgot to press record, and it was a rainy day and somebody got shot or something, so they fell on the ground. And I forgot to press record, and my teacher was very mad at me for that, and she almost screamed that somebody was lying on the floor for the scene, and I just did not press the record button, stuff like that. So she made it also awkward and a little bit embarrassing for me because she made such a big deal out of that. But that is one of those stories, you know, that just followed me around for years. I'm sure she does not remember anything about that anymore, but I always thought back at that time when I made somebody lie on the wet floor for no reason because I forgot to press record. You know, adults oftentimes do not really understand how much impact their reaction, their words sometimes can have on a child, and how long that stays with somebody. So even when they try to be funny to smaller kids, and those smaller kids cannot understand the joke, they might take it literally, and it might haunt them for years to come. So you cannot always be extremely careful about everything you say to a child, but you should not be really mad at a child for making a mistake, like forgetting to press record. But that's my story. The most embarrassing thing when one of the lower grade students decided to steal mango from the school garden and got stuck. It sounds pretty funny actually, but being suspended for stealing a mango for 3 days sounds very harsh. How old were I? 12? 11? I don't think much older than that. So I honestly believe that it's just not right to react to a child that way, to that young a child. They make mistakes, they get distracted. I think there was even a misunderstanding. I think I thought it was still rehearsal and not recording it, but I'm not sure anymore. It is a pretty old story. And I really only remember it now for the curiosity factor that was for me such a story. I don't really have bad feelings anymore towards that story, so I also feel very comfortable to tell it. I just remember it because it stayed so long with me. In a bad way. But not anymore. You know, you have to rationalize such stories. You just have to make yourself aware that yes, I might have made a mistake not pressing that button, and that is what I can be angry about myself about for a couple of minutes, then that's gone. But I do not have to internalize that anger that this woman had towards me in that minute. That's her anger, and I should leave it with her, you know, and not take it with me. And that's the case with all those stories. Drift is pretty. I stuck my car in the same place so we can see him. He was crying, oh god. So he didn't get punished to clean the school pool because that's... I can't believe that, but it's also pretty dumb to try to crawl through a fence where you could get stuck. It's kind of... especially when everybody can watch you. Kind of dumb. So, I would say her face is almost done, and I think she looks like Rachel Weisz. I'm pretty happy with that. And I'm completely out of focus. So let's see. I might go over a couple of things later. I often don't do it anymore these days when I almost am done with a picture. So I leave oftentimes then the face alone and don't really add anything anymore later after the stream. But I might in this case because I really want it to be as nice as I can make it. But the hair will also be a challenge once again. I am getting better at hair, but that doesn't mean that especially this hair, which is very thick, might be a challenge. So on this side the ear, we have just the white outline and the rest is darker. On the other side we have also a white outline, but also the inside is pretty light.
자림이 주저앉아 순식간에 지나갈 시간 그냥 what's up 후회할 순 없어 어지러워 외청 여러 마음들 흩어져 난 돌아가면서 기억이 하나 두 개 없어져 그래도 남아있을걸 너가 말들을 안 잊을래 Pretend I'm fine alone but then that would just make me feel like I know.
Those are the ears. You can't see it. Battery is almost... It stopped. I'm sorry. Yeah, now you can see the ears. The battery was... There was the message that the battery... I hate it that this message stops the transmission of the video. Okay. Good night, Anna. Have a great weekend. And thank you so much for dropping by. And get a good night of sleep. The mango looks good. You should also go to sleep, Alexa. You need to be fully aware and able tomorrow for the recital. I think the hair is the next thing to do. And it should be probably this area first. And I think I will sharpen it a bit more for this. Good night, Alexa, and the best of luck tomorrow for your recital. And enjoy it, have fun, and I think that's what will make it really good, if you just have fun with it. Ah! You are an evil pencil. Have a great weekend, Anna. Have a great weekend, Alexa. See you soon. So we will work with a broken pencil because we have a sharp edge that way, so we can use that.
Dancing closely together and staying forever young. What about you and I then? Can we two find a way to align with each other? Let's move closer to a new history. Find out what we can be together. Take my hand and we will conquer the world. This is our final chance. 'Cause one day we'll be looking back at this. We were
This part is actually probably the harder one of the hair anyway. So good thing when we have it already done. And behind us. So details here, and that makes me really happy right now. So from here on out it gets less light in the hair, but there's still a lot of lightness and a lot of white we can put in there and should put in there. Thing is that we have the white background, which kinda eliminates a lot of the stray hairs, for example, that we can see very well down here. So we have to improvise a little bit around that. Here we have a couple of really dark areas, so we will also go in with a darker pencil, bring in more dynamicness. Have to be careful that I don't draw over too much white. So now we are dogless, so I can also deactivate the dog cam. So
You got that something, baby, that I can go without, just like a poison in me. You're all that I'm about, loving the highs, don't mind the lows. It's getting out of my control. I want that something, baby, 'cause I can go without. Mama used to tell me love ain't right.
I think that comes along pretty cool. I will not also draw a little bit more here, just to get a bit more of a preview of how it will look in the end. For that we need a couple of the hairs up here. So I'm really not the biggest fan of drawing hair, but lately that has eased a little bit. My opinion about drawing hair has become a little bit different, because my hair starts to look better, and therefore it is more fun to do it. You know how things get more fun once you don't suck as much doing that. So we have to go in dark also here in a lot of areas in this hair. Already good portion of the hair. Hey Bingo! Willkommen! Ich glaube, wir sind relativ alleine. Dann kann ich dich auf Deutsch ansprechen. Wie geht's dir? I am really happy with this. Ich bin wirklich zufrieden mit diesem. Es könnte echt mein Bestes bisher werden. Could really become one of my best yet. I've tried to be a little bit more detailed with it. I'm not sure if I'm successful with that, but I'm still very happy. I'm happy. Very happy with how it turns out. Danke dir. Und ich glaube, man kann sie erkennen. I think you can recognize her.
Really made an effort, promised I would change, but something stayed the same. Wanted to do better, wanted to be great, but something stayed the same. Something stayed the same. Something stayed the same. Started life in the country. I could say yes to that.
Actually, I have a lot of fun with drawing my hair right now because it turns out pretty nicely. Ich habe jetzt gerade relativ viel Spaß damit, das Haar zu malen, weil es relativ gut funktioniert. Eigentlich wollte ich jetzt langsam aufhören mit dem Stream, aber ganz ehrlich, ich muss nicht. Das kann ich mir selbst aussuchen. I normally wanted to stop streaming right now, but to be honest I don't have to because I can decide for myself. I am not bound today by anything or anyone. Dogs are happy, they are fed. You've missed my dogs though, Bino. I have a dog cam, but they are not here anymore, so I've deactivated it now. Du hast meine... Oh, danke dir, Bino. Du hast meine Hunde verpasst. Ich habe eine Hundekamera eingeführt, aber die sind alle gerade abgehauen, die beiden. Deswegen... I have to connect the camera again to my PC, so I get the energy, because it is already at 10%. It got too warm again. That happens in here. This is not the coolest room in the house. Die Kamera ist gerade schon ausgefallen wegen Überhitzung, deswegen habe ich den Strom abgestöpselt, aber jetzt geht der Strom langsam aus. Also werde ich wahrscheinlich aus technischen Gründen aufhören müssen irgendwann. Thank you very much, Guriam. I really appreciate that. As you know, I am not the happiest hair drawer. I really appreciate that you like it. How it turns out. So I think I really like it. It works. This one especially, it is. I think I'm really happy with how this turns out. And I'm really happy that this is the one that turns out pretty good. The nose looks a little bit crooked still. I had already tried to fix it a little bit. I think I have to do more so that it doesn't look crooked anymore. I think I might have to go in a little bit deeper with the shadow here. Might have to. It's already a bit better, I think. Oh, this should not be as stark. The camera is... temperature! It's terrible. I fear technology wants me to stop at this point, so we will have to. You can see it, so we can talk about it. Sophia, hey, welcome to the stream. Thank you so much. I am always live on YouTube every week, 2 times. Not every week 2 times, but normally it should be 2 times, and this week only 1 time. Last week also only 1 time. So thank you so much. I'm so happy with how this turns out. I really like it, and I really like Rachel Weisz. So I'm so happy that this one is turning out right. But my camera just died on me, so the recording one, and I'm normally only streaming 2 hours, and I'm now in 2 hours and 7 minutes. So the technology forces me to stop for now, I think. Although I already see stuff that I want to change and want to improve on. So let's take a quick look at it. You can see it too. Although the camera has crapped out. But this eye here, for example, I cannot show it there because you cannot see my hand. But the right eye, it looks a little bit cat-like. You know, on the right side of the right eye, it goes too much up. I have to correct it a little bit down. Other than that, I'm not sure that I want to change too much on the face anymore. I'm really happy with how it looks. I have to add to the hair. I have to complete the hair, obviously, and a little bit of the neck. And just to show that there is also clothing. So that is what I have to add. And I am really looking forward to do that, honestly, because I really like this picture. 10 out of 5. Thank you so much. You watch the rerun, that's so nice of you. I have always the short versions, you know. I am already so happy if people watch the time lapses. I don't want to force anyone to watch a full life afterwards. But I really appreciate that you watch the videos, and I have to really check out if you have posted a new one, because I love your... They are also... I love the structure and that you have put into your videos, you know, that you really show how you make those, also the cookie. If people don't know, Sophia the Hobbit, she also has a channel and she streams on Twitch, and she bakes amazing stuff and beautiful stuff. And I'm completely out of focus again, I have to go closer. And the videos are really cool. You can see how she designs her own cookie cutters and 3D prints them, and then she makes the cookies and decorates them. So, and she gives those plans, so you can, if you have a 3D printer, you can print them yourself for free, and that's just amazing. So go check out what she's doing. I inspired you 100%. I'm so happy to hear that. I love structure, you know that. And I really enjoy your structure. So if I inspired you, it was a good inspiration. And I'm proud of being an inspiration in that way. Yes, and I really want to catch. I'm always in the morning when I am thinking of, oh, I have to check if Sophia is streaming again, and it's just always too late. I always think about it too late after coffee at the moment. So I really need to catch streams of yours. Good night, Guriam. Thank you so much for being here for that long. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. And have a great weekend. I am your teacher. You're too kind to me. I have... Actually, you won't be on late anymore. Oh, I hope for a good reason. And it was really late for you, so I totally get that, and it's completely okay. Your oldest starts school next week, so I go to bed at like 1 a.m. As I said, it was really late for you, so but it's a good reason. Congrats on having your kid already so far that he goes to school. Or she? Who was the oldest one? I'm sorry. And I was actually thinking about doing videos also about how exactly I do make my videos, you know, how I have sets of things that I can reuse, and making also a video about my setup. I finally cleaned up around here. But thank you very much. I am so happy with this picture. I'm really happy with it. And I did not hate the movie. Have you seen Black Widow? I do not hate on the movie as much as a lot of the internet does. It is really not the best Marvel movie, definitely. But yeah, I'm thinking about. I'm not sure if it would be perhaps boring for a lot of people, but how-to videos are very popular. I bet my drawing how-to's not. Perhaps when I make how to set up a art working space for making videos or something like that, or how to make videos efficiently in DaVinci Resolve. Perhaps. I'm not sure. It has weaknesses, the movie. It definitely has. You know, I really love Rachel Weisz. I'm never really a fan of fake accents, like Russian accents and stuff, but it works okay. They are amazing actors, so it works. Scarlett Johansson is really good. The issue I have, and I won't spoil anything, but the biggest issue I have with the movie is that the villains are not as charismatic and as interesting as in most of the other Marvel movies. But as I said, I like the movie. It's not a bad movie, not at all. So it was fun. It was a bit much in the end fight was very over the top. I won't say anything more about that, but the end fight, it was a bit much over the top. But it was exciting. So it's a good movie. But I have to check out what are your streaming times now, Sophia? What are the times that you are streaming? So I can check if I can make them if you are. Yeah, as I said, so don't expect too much. I probably am building up too much expectations already. I went into the movie without any expectations because I was not really that interested in it. be honest. So I was pleasantly surprised that it was not the worst Marvel movie. I am a sucker for superpowers and stuff like that, and naturally a Black Widow movie has not as much of them as Doctor Strange has. Something like that. So I wasn't that intrigued by a Black Widow movie. But it was fun. It was really fun. It was not really dumb. I was almost saying it wasn't very smart, but it was not dumb. So it's a solid movie. Let me call it a solid movie. Not the best, not a masterpiece, but a solid movie. I'm lucky to stream one time a month. Oh, that's terrible. You could think about streaming on. Oh, don't stream on YouTube. It's even more difficult to get people to your stream than on Twitch. But I'm using these streams anyway to create my videos, so I am so happy when people come and visit and I can talk. So the YouTube videos, they are really fun. And last time I checked on you, you were also growing very, very well. Rightfully so, because as I said, your videos are so high quality. Let me check. Are you still? Your views are so amazing. I am very envious of your views. Are you regularly posting on Instagram? Because I want to check out your Instagram right now. Give me a second. Look at, I love this picture. It is a little bit older. It's from Enjoy Drawing with Mary. I really love this picture. It's a commission she made for a friend, and that friend wanted to have this, and now I am a little bit afraid to ask for something similar with my dog, because this was done now, but it is so fun. I love this picture. This is so cool. But I wanted to check out if you have some amazing cookies I have not liked yet. Oh, Disney cookies? That's good. I have not given this a like yet. Oh, video. Ah. Working on back to school videos, very cool. That's perfect. I feel like I believe that you are. I think you are helping a lot of people with these videos. And isn't it rewarding? I love it, and this is really good. Do you put Smarties on there? Are those colored, or are they Skittles? And I have not liked any of them. Terrible. Oh, video, another video. So, you guys, you see Sophia the Hobbit, just, oh, there are the, ooh, 3D printing in action. Gorgeous. Oh, how's Thor? We haven't talked about Thor at all. How is he? He has grown so, oh, Scooby-Doo, how so cool. Love Scooby. I have watched the movie, you know, the real life movie, a little bit older one. I've watched that recently again. It's pretty cool video. Royal icing transfers. Oh, okay. The puppy is a year old by now. You have to post video. So cool stuff. You need more dog. There he is. Oh, such a big boy. He looks like the happiest little with all your kids. It's so cute to see that. They also seem so happy with him. So I always say that kids should grow up with the dog. It's just this unconditional love that they get and they practice to also give. Of course, unconditional love with your parents, but it's different. I think you know what I mean. It's a great dog. I'm so happy with it. That is so I love to hear that. You know how I am with dogs, so I love to hear that. Okay. Thank you so much for visiting me, Sophia. I think I have to close the stream now. I have really enjoyed your visit, and I'm glad that we had that little one-on-one time. Thank you so much. Say all the best to Seraphim, and I hope I will catch you guys in your stream at some point in time. I hope. Perhaps I will have to check your videos. I think I haven't seen. 2 videos I've missed. 2 videos I have to check out. So thank you very much, and thanks also to everybody else who was in my stream today. I am really thankful for everybody who comes and visits and keeps me company while I try to do something here, like drawing this picture. I would have completed, I would not have completed, but I would have continued a little bit longer, but my camera, which is also my smartphone, decided to leave me alone, and you can see nothing is moving anymore, and that is okay because I have not drawn anything. You have not missed anything. I will complete this picture. I've now stopped the recording so that it closed now and it isn't gone. Okay, so we don't have a picture anymore. Anyway, I will complete this off stream, and there will, as always, be a time-lapse video where you can see the completed piece and also what I've drawn here, but in a time-lapse that is around 10 to 12 minutes long, something like that. And yeah, thank you all for being here. It's so much fun, and I hope I'll see you next time in a live stream or down in the comment section in one of my videos. Thank you so much. I really appreciate your visit, and see you soon, and have the greatest weekend. Goodbye.